In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 Simpsons predictions. So before starting this video, please like this video, and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. For as long as we've existed as a species, people have tried to foresee the future. Nostradamus, the Mayans, Miss Cleo, may she rest in peace. They've all tried their hand, and failed, at predicting what would happen in our lifetimes. Most importantly, we seem to be missing the end of the planet, which we hope will arrive soon. However, it's possible that we've been searching in the wrong location. If there's one thing that can reliably predict our doom, it's The Simpsons, the long-running animated series. The Simpsons is one of the longest-running animated sitcoms in history, having aired for 31 seasons. It has aired almost 700 episodes to date, and more to come, and several times in these episodes, The Simpsons have correctly predicted the future. The Simpsons have served as the backbone of contemporary humor and have seen several moments that have manifested in real life. Here is a list of the top 10 Simpsons predictions. We all know that in a sitcom of nearly 700 episodes, there will be predictions that come true, but the stuff The Simpsons predicted that came true are amazing. The show's writers had no idea that what they were pitching as jokes, such as Trump being president of the United States, would become a reality. Here's a list of The Simpsons predictions. Let's start. Number 10. Donald Trump's presidency. Lisa Simpson is president in the now famous episode, Bart to the Future, which isn't hard to believe. But what's strange is that this episode, which aired in 2000, predicted that she will replace President Donald Trump, whose fictional presidency appears to be as catastrophic as Trump's actual presidency. People ridiculed Trump's bizarre prediction during his successful election campaign in 2016. But the whole thing escalated when Kamala Harris appeared in an outfit that appears to be a carbon copy of Lisa's just days after being elected vice president. It seems a little too obvious, but Harris doesn't seem to be a traditional Simpsons fan, so who knows? Number 9. The Siegfried and Roy tiger attack. The Simpsons included an episode where the couple was attacked by a white tiger 10 years before a tiger attacked Roy Horn during a live performance. Oh, no. Have you used FaceTime recently? Is it possible to get an Apple Watch? Or did you just make an incorrect last-minute text switch due to Apple's autocorrect feature? All of this was expected by The Simpsons in the 1995-1996 seasons. Granted, Lisa's FaceTime uses a rotary phone, but you're not going to FaceTime anyone with that, so maybe they had a better idea. Number 8. Disney buys Fox. About 19 years ago, The Simpsons predicted that 20th Century Fox would be owned by Disney, and on Thursday Disney announced it would be purchasing it, and other assets, in a deal estimated at $52.4 billion. The deal also means that The Simpsons will be owned by Disney. That should make your head spin a little. The series predicted that Disney would purchase Fox 2 decades before it happened. And now, after all these years, here we are. The Simpsons seemed to allude to 9/11 in the 1997 episode, The City of New York vs. Homer Simpson, which is probably the strangest and most famous of these predictions. As Gene explained to Esquire, in our previous New York broadcast, in 1998, there was a pamphlet that said, New York on $9 a day, and then the World Trade Towers were right behind the 9, and it looked like 9/11. You couldn't have created a concept that looked any clearer if you had planned anything to represent it. The one, to this day, frightens me. That's very strange. Number 7. Ebola. In Season 9 Episode 3, The Simpsons predicted the Ebola epidemic 14 years before it happened. In the episode, Marge tells a sick Bart to read a book, titled Curious George and the Ebola Virus. Due to this, fans are now convinced that The Simpsons predicted the coronavirus outbreak 27 years before it actually happened. This one, admittedly, is more of a passing reference to a then-unknown condition than a prediction. Marge tries to lure a sick Bart out of bed in a 1997 episode called Lisa's Sacks, asking him to read a book called Curious George and the Ebola Virus. To which he responds, I already did, referring to a wall drawing depicting a mound of dead bodies. Although the condition was well known within the medical or scientific communities, it was not commonly known, so the reference seems oddly prescient in light of the 2014 global outbreak. Number 6. FIFA officials being arrested on corruption charges. You Don't Have to Lie Like a Referee was a 2014 episode. Homer is asked to referee the World Cup, only to be investigated for corruption later. He started his career as a fair referee, but soon caved in to bribery offers from gangsters who wanted to rig the World Cup match between Brazil and Germany so that Brazil would be declared the winner. In another scene, an official is explaining the wrongdoing to Homer when he is suddenly handcuffed and taken away by the policeman. In two ways, the episode reflects reality. First, Brazil was defeated by Germany in the 2014 World Cup, and second, FIFA officials were embroiled in their own corruption scandal in 2015. Number 5. 9/11. Many conspiracy theorists believe the show foresaw the 9/11 attacks because of a brief reference to the Twin Towers and the date of 9/11 in the 1997 episode, The City of New York vs. Homer. The display cuts to a brochure that reads, New York at $9 a day, with the Twin Towers clearly visible behind the 9, giving the impression that it says 9/11. $9 was selected as a comically cheap fare, Bill Oakley, an executive producer on the show at the time, told the New York Observer in 2010. Given that it's on the only episode of any series ever with an entire act of World Trade Center jokes, I'll admit it's creepy. Number 4. An average Joe goes into space. In a famous Simpsons episode, NASA tries to send an ordinary person into space in order to raise ratings for shuttle launches. In 2013, the United Kingdom held a competition in Cape Canaveral to transform an average citizen into an astronaut, which included several interviews and extensive training. Oliver Knight, 25, was the winner, beating out over 250 other candidates to join 23 other winners on a journey to space. It's fair to assume NASA took care of their source material and decided not to put potato chips or ants on board the shuttle. Number 3. Bengt Holmstrom wins Nobel Prize in Economics. The Simpsons is known for its freeze frame gags, which are visual references that would go unnoticed if there wasn't a pause button available. Lisa and her friends also logged a prediction sheet for the Nobel Prize announcements in the season 22 premiere. Milhouse would lose his bet on Bengt Holmstrom winning the Nobel Prize in Economics, but it would come back to him in 2016, when Holmstrom was awarded the prize. Number 2. Joe Blow goes into space. There were several things that people liked in the episode that aired in February of 1995, and a prediction was made that people laughed off, but people were unaware that another Simpsons prediction became a fact in that episode called Deep Space Homer. In this episode, NASA agrees to send a normal individual into space in order to boost the ranking of the shuttle it launches. In 2013, the UK held a competition in which a regular citizen was transformed into an astronaut. Though the contestant would have to go through several interviews and tests in Cape Canaveral, a prediction did come true. Number 1. Predicting the SuperBowls. In January 1992, The Simpsons broadcast a American football-themed episode just days before Super Bowl 26, in which Lisa correctly predicts that the Washington Redskins would win, which they did 3 days later. Not only that, but the author has a track record of correctly forecasting Super Bowls, such as the San Francisco 49ers defeating the San Diego Chargers in Super Bowl 29. What do you think of our list? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.